Most of my videos, they would probably call it be hatred. But am I wrong for wanting my race to stay alive? Because if that's the case, then who's the real racist? We don't see it as black colored folks that we're as men, not our women. See, we our job is to protect our women, and we're doing a horrible job with that because our women don't even want to be with us. And that's okay because you got to look at our situation that we were given. We can't provide the way that we want to provide because of the situation of life of us being here with our oppressors. So that right there being said, we failed as men. We kind of failed as men, and we got to get back to picking ourselves up because if we really think about it, all they got to do is get rid of the men, and then our race is gone. They don't need us. They don't need our women because our women can't create us. You are what your father are. So after a while, you get one white man that had sex with one of our sisters. They have a hybrid of a kid. Of course, you'll see the kid is mixed with either black and white. Now his child. Now when he have a kid and he mess with that person mess with a Caucasian person, it's going to be more of a Caucasian person. It won't be no more of a black in that kid. That kid would be what their father is. So they just keep basically building like what is that word? They will outbreed us out of like they would take out our race. They will just keep breeding our women with their men in their race. They need us in order for our race to stay alive, you need the man. But they're getting rid of us. It won't be no more of us if we keep letting this shit happen. We can't when are we going to step up and do something about the situations that we're in? Remember, these people are not on their landmass. This is not Europe. This is not your home. You can't be here. Like it's getting uncomfortable now because it's just we already know y'all intentions towards us. Like a lot of people, again, I can't stress this enough. You can't sit there and say not all of them are like this. Okay, when it comes down to it, and it's their people versus your people, they're going to choose their people. Just because you have you have one person that's on your team or a few people that's not like that, that's not enough. What are they doing to stop their own people from doing the things they're doing to us? Our own people can't even stop them. So what are they going to do? And if they what was it, 500 plus years? Ain't nothing changed. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. So when is anything going to change? It's not. It wasn't meant to. So we have to get the enemies the fuck out of our homes so that way we can finally get ourselves together as a whole. We're not right in the mind. We're sick. We're fucked up. And that's because we've been through through our DNA. We've just been through so much of segregation and racism, raping and kidnapping, pillaging, and it's just the whole genocide since they came to this landmass. We ain't healed from that. And yet we're still trying to coexist with them as if they're not the descendants, just like we're the descendants of the same people that was born with each other. Why are we still here with these people? I don't care if you had nothing to do with that, what your ancestors did. We didn't either, what your ancestors did. So since we had nothing to do with it and y'all came over here, we didn't ask y'all to come here. Y'all came here with the worst intentions. And then y'all laws is impossible to basically follow. Y'all workforce is impossible to work because now it's just like you can work for a company. I don't care how much you think you get paid. You can make 30 an hour, 40 an hour. Guess how much they making off you an hour, Nick? Guess how much they making off you an hour? They're only giving you a little bit. That's slavery still. It's just now in a modern term. So that being said, why are we still fucking with these people? They don't want you here. They don't want you alive. If they could get away with killing us all off and not our women not care, it won't be no more black men. It won't. And I'm speaking on Africans too, because don't forget, everybody has to remember, we ain't the only ones. They are in every colored folks nation right now doing the same shit. Taking our resources, stealing land, and violating our people. And there's just we don't see these people as enemies and we want to be friends with these niggas? We still let them. We're like, I understand. Yes, like, people probably scared. They got guns and not. So do we. We got the same shit they got. And it's just like, it's out of righteousness. The thing they do is not out of righteousness. These people are pure evil. So that being said, we should treat them accordingly. Because when that time come, right? Because we having all these solar flares, and after a while the power grid goes down. We won't be able to know what's going on in certain areas, in certain places, because there won't be no form of communication. So that means they get to do whatever. You don't think that the military is going to ride around our neighborhoods and picking us up and taking us places or killing us off? Y'all don't think that's going to happen? Like, seriously, like that's all they want. That's all they need, is to be able to get away with the genocide and not have nobody know. You know how easy it'd be to get rid of all of us if the power is out and we're all separated. They're going to get rid of us. They're going to keep the women alive, of course, because they can just keep breeding with our women, so that way their race can continue to live. Their race is dying off. They're dying off. Their birth rate is shot down. They can't take the sun. So now they're just dying from all types of diseases that's coming from the surface of the sun. The heat, the monkeypox, the coronavirus, all that shit comes from the sun. Because think about, Google the word corona. It's the surface of the sun. So what the hell does the surface of the sun got to do with a disease that came from what, eating bats? So why not call it the bat disease? Why you got to call it corona? They gotta tell the truth in it, but they can also put lies in it. That's the way they do things. They are kings of deception. They can smile in your face, and that smile, they got deep hatred. You think these motherfuckers ain't the same people from back in the day? Get a white person mad enough. Be a black person and get them mad enough. Watch how the racism come out. You think that they're your friends? All you got to do is kiss them off, and they're going to sit there and show you their true color. Do you really want to see their true color? Do you really trust these people to be around you? Do you trust these people to have your best interests at heart? And if you do, you a house Negro. You're a house Negro, and that means you're okay with master. You like master. That's your man's. You want to keep master alive and let your race die off. Like we don't mean nothing. Like we ain't nothing special too. We ain't asked for them to come here. We didn't ask to be killed off. Our ancestors, our women didn't ask to be raped, and our kids didn't ask to be taken. We didn't ask for our organs to be harvested. None of that shit. They came here doing that, and they still doing it. And it's just like we can't coexist anymore, because it would never be peace, because we will always have that hatred for one another in our bodies. Like all it takes is anger for us to go against each other. So that being said, we might just separate. I have a home to go back to. Take your asses back to Europe, and we'll stay here on our land. This is the Aboriginal Niji land. Y'all came here uninvitedly. Well, I heard the Irish people was invited here because y'all was over there killing the Irish people over there on St. Patrick's Day. Y'all was out here doing a genocide towards the Irish people, and that's y'all own folks. That should tell you a lot about their race. That they're willing to genocide their own people because they look different. Because Irish people got reddish hair and shit like that. They was out here probably violating them because they wasn't blonde hair or blue eyes and shit like that. So they was out here killing them because they had different hair colors, and they probably was looking at them as doubles and shit like that. So they was probably doing all that shit to them. But if you really break it down, who are the real doubles? Like all this shit that's been going on. Who is the real doubles? We didn't do nothing, and everybody want to. They try to paint us as being criminals. We're put in situations where we can't even be who we are. We can't really provide the way we want to provide, because they put restrictions on things. We can't do what we want to do because they put restrictions on things. We actually can't do shit. We can't breathe. We can't sneeze. We can't do nothing without they say so. We can't build our own homes. No, damn. First of all, I'm a construction worker. I can literally build my own home. I have to get a permit from the state. Who the hell are you to tell me that I can't build my own things? I understand it's a safety thing, but you had to go through the same thing. So who are you to sit there and tell us that we can't do things on our land? That's the thing. You don't see us going to Europe and over here crushing these crackers on to do this and do that on their own land, but they come here on ours and tell us what to do. Always remember, they doing this to every nation. Every nation of people of color, they're doing this to. You seen Haiti? You seen Haiti? Look at Haiti. They just got their rights back. They just got them the fuck out of there. Them French niggas out of there. Jamaica. Let's be for real. Who else? Ooh, Africa. Like the whole South Side. After a while, the other continents in there is going to do the same thing. We are being oppressed by the same people. They're Europeans. Why can't we get that shit through our mind? We are not each other enemies. Our enemies are them niggas. And I mean, when I say all the nations, I mean all the nations. They bombed the Japanese people. They got innocent. They had people in there. They ain't had nothing to do with nothing. They got their military-based attack. They destroyed their place. You don't think the Japanese people gonna want revenge? North Korea hate America. Well, they hate Europe. Everybody that says they hate America, I want y'all to really, please. You hate this country, just take that shit to the people that run it, the Europeans. So just say, when people out here, people that say they hate America, I'm like, I hate the Europeans too. Because these are the ones who run it. We ain't in charge of shit. We own the less, and this is our land. When we had this whole land, we have nothing now. We don't have a state to ourselves, and when we do build things and try to progress on our own, you seen what happened to the last Black Wall Streets. You seen what happened to the Rosewoods. You seen what happened to everything we did when we did good, and they came and destroyed. We cannot coexist with terrorists. They came here as terrorists. Now, the people that came here maybe like 2-3 years ago that came to this country that was never born here, now y'all different. Y'all different. Y'all don't got the same. Y'all not from the bloodline of people that did the things to my ancestors. We are still living with these people. Don't forget that. These are the same people. So you got the people that's 80-something years old. You got to remember, they was the same people with the water holes spraying your ancestors. Once we really go back to history and really have to learn this shit all over again to realize that there ain't nothing changed. They don't got their clans outfits no more, but they got badges. They don't got their clan sheep no more, but they your judges. They don't got their clan outfits no more, but they be your teachers. They don't got their clan outfits on, but yet they be your doctors. They don't got their clan outfit on right now, but they be your neighbors. If we could all go inside every white person's house and check their messages and their phones and really check their homes, I bet you any amount of money it'd be some type of form of racism towards our people. I'm just saying, we the loving ones. They hate our black asses. So why can't we return the hate? I'm just saying. It's not, call it hating all you want. I just want my race to stay alive because they're killing us. They not killing each other. They out here trying to get rid of us. They got all these white supremacy groups and shit against us. Against us. And we ain't even do nothing. We just mind our business always. And yet we give up everything. We have nothing as people. We have shit. And yet they still want everything else. What else do y'all want from us, huh? What else? When would y'all be satisfied? Because it's like y'all got a hunger that doesn't seems to be what can I call that word? Filled up. You have an appetite for something that we have that you just won't stop. Y'all have every state. Y'all have every city. Y'all have every town. We don't have shit. We gave up everything. And yet y'all still want us. Why can't y'all just go back home? Why can't y'all go back to Europe where y'all came from, you peasants? Don't nobody want y'all here no more. Because this is like, we can't live with y'all because y'all too dangerous. Y'all hate us and we don't like y'all asses no more now. Everybody, the more people that start to realize this, the more our men, it's over. And all our women got to do is get that order and it's over for y'all niggas. I'm just saying. All our women got to do is, all right, listen, they're going to rally up all the men, all the colored men. And they're going to be like, listen, go get them. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to eat. We're going to destroy. We're going to really tear some shit up because Mama says so. Mom Duke says so. So it's only a matter of time before the mothers start giving the orders. And we not going to hold back. You can't stop no niggas. When Mom Duke say do something, my mama say go knock some heads off. I'm knocking some heads off. I'm not going to be like, nah, it's out of righteousness. It's out of righteousness. We ain't, not everything I'm saying now is out of righteousness. It's not no hatred. It's sort of kind of, it is. But you brought it there. Y'all took it there. We was fine. But y'all too greedy. Y'all want to take everything. They're not seeing how y'all did Congo. And y'all got Africa doing this way. That's why they're killing y'all in South Africa. And I'm 100% okay with that. I don't know why we ain't doing it. For real. Because it's just like they want y'all out their places. They want y'all out their homes because y'all ain't nothing but problems. All y'all do is we just keep feeding y'all fat asses. Just keep feeding y'all and feeding y'all while we out here looking like... No, I ain't gonna say look like nothing because then that'd be a stereotype. We out here looking like y'all before the Moors saved y'all little asses from basically dying off from diseases. So that being said, we need to get them out of here, separate, get our land back, and that way we can heal ourselves as people. Every nation needs to heal themselves as their own people from these Caucasians, oppressors. For real. That's why Korea is the way Korea is. And I respect North Korea. I understand he's under dictatorship. He can be mean to his people. But look how South Korea is. They got the military base on their landmass. These niggas don't want them there. So I see where North Korea hatred is coming from. I hate these niggas too, Korea. Real shit. So when y'all invade this country, because they're down there in Cuba. You got them Chinese and them Russians down there, right in Cuba. That's why America is over here having these drills and shit, preparing for invasion, because you know an invasion is coming. All they want to do is keep instigating and sending weapons to countries, helping them fight their own battles. And China just gonna come over here right next, and they're gonna be like, listen, y'all want money best, we're gonna take your country. They don't have shit. The country is damn near destroyed from water. They're going to come here and try to take over. But my thing is, we can't we going to wait until the last minute as colored people to realize that we all have the same enemies. And when I say, and I mean colored people, I'm talking about all of us, every nation. I'm gonna call it colored because they treat us like they treat y'all like y'all black too. So since y'all get treated like y'all black too, nigga, you black. So now since we're all a nation of being treated like us, like getting treated like us, we might as well come together as nations and get the common enemy out, and then we could settle our differences after. But we can't be fighting this motherfucker and fighting ourselves and then fighting that person battle and fighting this battle and that battle. Yet we still got the ones that's oppressing us, just waiting down there, they're just taking us out slowly. So I just want to get that off my chest because as men, as our colored men, we all they got to do is take us out, and our race won't exist. Don't you want your race to exist? We're great people. We popping ass people. That's why everybody want to be like us. All the white folks want to be like us. They talked about how we did things. Now they want to do it. They talked about the way we eat. Now they want to eat our food. They talk about the way we dress. Now they want to dress like us. They talk about our genre of music. Now they want to rap like us. Everything that we do, they hate, and then they end up stealing and whitewashing it. As always, like Jesus. No, damn well that man had his skin color was the color of brass. That nigga looked like me, and woolly hair. That's me. I will be basically the same as Jesus. Ain't no way in hell no Caucasian person could survive in the heat like that. And thinking that, man, get the fuck out of here. I digress. I'm done with this.